For me, there is something very magical about the firing of clay. The whole process of making a pot, from sourcing the right clay for the pot, wedging it, making the pot, drying it, to the final firing. Whatever firing is done, the whole process can be unpredictable, is alchemical, and you learn not to be precious. I love the whole process, but certain types of firing are more special, more interesting, and those are the ones that involve direct contact with fire. Raku, pit and smoke firing, and obviously wood firing now. I've done all firings, but never crewed a wood firing, so for me, at this stage in my pottery career, it felt right to do it. It's something I wanted to do for years, and I've learned in life, you grab opportunities when they present themselves. I didn't load the kiln or start the fire. That was done by one of Britain's top wood-firing potters, Nick Collins, who I know from my days as an undergrad ceramics student, but I am part of the firing crew at his pottery on Dartmoor. What follows are images and film about firing with wood, late nights and early mornings stoking the Anagama kiln, and the joys of pyromania on a very grand scale. I started loading smaller pieces of wood into the 2 front stoke holes that feed the main firebox, and over the weekend the wood size increases. It's not just stoking the kiln. Wood has to be split using a log splitter, wheelbarrowed and stacked into large piles that feed the smaller piles that then get stoked. In a previous 5-day firing, almost 8 tonnes of wood were used. By starting the fire small, you gradually increase the size of the wood, thereby slowly introducing ash into the firebox and slowly raising the temperature in the kiln. A slow temperature rise during the first phase drives off any remaining moisture in the pots and also reduces the risk of breakage. I did, and I still do, feel incredibly nervous about it all. When it's not your work in the kiln, you know you have to get it right, so there's a lot of pressure on the newbie. Having said that, the other members of the crew were just great, all experienced and all happy to help and answer my endless questions. By the time we reached stage 3, much more teamwork was involved, side stoking being done as well as front and corner stokes, and now being done every 10 minutes, so there isn't time to rest and cool down in between, and it is exceptionally hot. The crew are absolutely awesome, offering tips on side stoking. The kiln temperature reaches about 1300 degrees at the end of the firing. My final 2 shifts were the graveyard shift, which is 2 AM to 6 AM, and then the final phase of the firing, which involves the crash cooling and clamming of the kiln. Crash cooling involves feeding as much wood as you can into all the stoke holes in order that all the energy goes into setting light to and burning the wood, as opposed to the heat being released from the wood, and in doing that the temperature in the kiln is dropped. As soon as that's done, the kiln is then clammed, sealed tight and allowed to do its thing for the next however many days. In a week's time the kiln will be opened, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the results of the firing.